this is the most important segment that we will probably do here. Live at Home House Calls continues today with a prescription for something so many people are dealing with during the pandemic: stress, anxiety, the quarantine blues. Here with some simple solutions to keep us calm is psychiatrist Dr. Gail Saltz. Hi, Dr. Gail. Now, psychiatrist means, does that mean you can prescribe medication?
It does.
Fabulous. Thank God you're here. Just in the nick of time.
We're going to try to scoot around that today.
Okay.
But that is true.
And because people are very I feel that people are at their emotional bandwidth right now.
You would be correct. You would be correct that these feelings we're going to talk about right now are actually normal. Most people are feeling a good amount of this, much more than before the pandemic and all of these difficulties that we're dealing with now.
So you're saying that people's emotions are broken into two different types. What are they?
So first we're going to talk about low emotion. You're sad, you're blue, you might feel numb instead, or bored, or just sort of chronically miserable. It's a state of misery, but kind of at a low bandwidth that eats and eats at you, and left alone can really undo you over time.
So what can people do to help themselves?
So first I want to say you can create a different emotion. You really can change your emotion by doing something that's an intervention, like turning it to a funny or humorous emotion. So watching a comedian that you like, or actually there's data, studies that have been done, people who do a behavior and change their emotion by literally going in a room and laughing out loud, like forcing a laugh, even if you don't feel it at the moment, but laughing can make you emotionally feel like things are funny. You might want to do that by yourself so people aren't like, what the heck is she doing?
What if you scream into your pillow?
Oh, well, that's that's segment two.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that was covered.
Exactly. Dancing to upbeat music. Music is a good channel into changing emotions, so like really rocking it out, or listening to soothing music that just kind of calms you down if you're feeling agitated. Another thing to do is distract yourself. So you can really absorb yourself in something else that dampens down that low mood. A puzzle, a game, something you really have to concentrate and focus on. Something like watching your favorite show. I would not pick something horror or something negative or blue. I'd pick something kind of upbeat that you can immerse yourself in. Gardening, working outdoors, being in nature, but then really like listen to the birds, smell the smell outside, like immerse yourself in the experience of being outdoors, and looking at old pictures. So looking at old pictures that have a good mood associated, pictures and memory can instigate mood, so you can switch your mood. Switch to movement. Movement, particularly vigorous movement, can really change your mood. So that can even be like a really vigorous walk, or it could be like a hike, biking, running, something super aerobic, but it could be something less aerobic that really, if you're engaged in the movement, can change your mood. And soothing your senses. Senses, all 5 of them, are a good route in to changing emotion. So that could be something like a warm bath or shower to kind of calm you, but it could be smelling something. Smells are associated with memory. So you pick your smell that changes your mood. So it might be like flowers, like lilac, which many people find to be soothing and relaxing. Or it could be something zesty, like lemon or orange citrus.
Can I tell you something I've been doing?
Yeah.
I've been washing my face just because my eye doctor told me it was good to, like, for makeup and removal of like debris, washing my face, particularly my eyes, with baby shampoo. And I have found that the scent of that takes me to another time and another place, and it's so soothing.
That makes complete sense, and actually that's why people put those scents, marketers put those scents in there, because it does remind you of, like, it's very associated with like watching your baby's head, which was a joyful time, right, and a soothing time, and also a time of being taken care of or taking care of someone else, and that can change your mood 100%. So that's a good way to go. And I would also say, you know, in this time of uncertainty, people feel like they can't look to the future. So make a long-term goal. A goal that maybe is unrelated to everything that's going on right now, but something that you do want to accomplish, and take one step. It could be a micro step, a tiny step, but it will give you like a heartful feeling of you can move forward.
Oh, this is so, so good. It's so important. Dr. Gail Saltz, more with how to calm those high emotions. I love therapy. It's so important. We'll be right back. Stick around.
We are back with Dr. Gail Saltz. Kelly was just saying she likes to get rid of the quarantine blues by watching Dateline. Not one of your suggestions, but what's the next level of emotion that we should talk about?
So we're going to talk about high emotions, high intensity emotions. So that could be anger and rage, or it could be like anxiety, panic, or big irritability. The point is these emotions can overwhelm you and flood you in the moment and make you do things that frankly you don't want to do.
So what do we do about that?
But what we want to do is things that, so high emotion means your sympathetic nervous system is super on. Flight, fright, charge.
Okay.
We want to turn on your parasympathetic nervous system in the moment and dampen down that high energy. So progressive muscle relaxation. Put your feet down. You're going to put your feet out, curl your toes under, put your feet down like this, point them, yep, and squeeze your feet muscles as hard as you can to a count of 5.
I think I'm squeezing more than my feet.
And relax. Okay, now put your feet here. Now you're gonna pull your legs in and squeeze your leg muscles, all your leg muscles, and your tush as hard as you can to a count of 5. Really squeeze them, squeeze them.
It feels
okay, and relax. You're going to do the same with your arms. Put your arms up.
Okay, this is fun.
Squeeze your fists.
Okay.
Squeeze as hard as you can to a count of 5. As hard as you can, and relax.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to do the same with your shoulders and your shoulder blades back and your back.
These happen naturally. They're already like that.
Okay, squeeze as hard as you can.
Yeah.
And relax. And then last, you do your face. So you're going to close your eyes and squeeze your eye muscles as hard as you can and smile with your mouth closed. Mouth closed, smile, smile.
This is complicated.
Squeeze your face, basically squeeze your face. Squeeze your face, yes.
I'm squeezing.
Okay, and relax. And this will relax all your muscles over time. You're gonna do it slowly, slowly, and it will turn on your parasympathetic nervous system and relax you. Next, we're gonna do paced breathing. You're gonna breathe in, put your hand on your abdomen, breathe in and try to raise that part, not your upper chest, your abdomen. Breathe in to a count of 5 through your nose, and then out through your mouth to a count of 7. So a longer count.
Decompressing.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna do that for 5 minutes. And the reason that works, that's paced breathing, is the longer exhale will cause your heart rate to decrease because it's on the exhale that our heart rate slows. And over time, that will cause your parasympathetic nervous system to kick in and relax you.
Okay.
Now, this one you might not like as much, but it's really effective.
I can't wait.
You're gonna change your body temperature abruptly. Get ready to dive in, okay?
I'm going in?
So you're very angry, you're very anxious, you're feeling panicky, and you're going to go over to the cold water, and you're gonna put your face in it for 10 seconds. Count quickly to 10.
So, for example, if we have a bunch of beer in the ice, we just put our face
That we're not going to do. No alcohol for you. None for you,
like,
Ryan. We're going to put your face in, dunk for 10. Count quickly to 10 once you put your face in.
You're going to hold in there for 10 seconds?
Hold it for 10 seconds. Do it. And blow bubbles. And then when Ryan, he's up. Come up. Come up. All right. All right. Now you're going to do that off and on.
Are you sure this stuff helps?
Yes, for a minute, for a minute. Do you know why it helps, Ryan? It helps because this turns on your mammalian diving reflex. All mammals have this.
My mammalian diving reflex.
Yes, that's right. It's going to slow down your heart rate. It's going to turn on your parasympathetic nervous system and interrupt that anxiety, that anger. You can see how that would happen, right? If you were really like, it would interrupt it if it's cold enough. And lastly, intense exercise. So we're talking super aerobic. That might be like a set of jumping jacks. You look, I'm not going to make you do it now. Set of jumping jacks.
You don't think I look relaxed?
I think you
Blueless?
You know what? The point is we're interrupting the panic or the anger or the high irritability. And the problem with those feelings, right, is we tend to lash out at somebody we love, or we feel so overwhelmed with panic, we're miserable.
Right.
We overreact. So if you can interrupt it with these things, you can bring yourself back to a steady state and then analyze what's going on for yourself and think about it.
Great tips, very helpful. Kelly, I can see why you didn't do this segment. For more of Dr. Saltz information and tips, check out her podcast, Personology, on iHeartRadio. We'll be right back.